Okay, I have this stain in the back of my shirt that I could have sworn it was not there when I put it on yesterday. Oh wait, is this thing on? Oh, what's going on, guys? This is OBB, the Diecast News Guy. Yeah. Let's see what I got to review for you guys today. Oh yeah, here we guys go. So this is on a diecast that I actually might think you guys might actually enjoy because this car has a lot of cool details and a lot of yeah, a lot of stuff that's happened into it. Today, this is gonna be on a diecast that I picked up at Daytona. I think what was like back in like last year or 2 years ago at their car show, which was called the Turkey Run. And this is on Scott Pruett's 2000 and well, it is a 2000 car, even though the box says 2001. We'll get to that in a second, guys. But you can see this is a Hot Wheels Racing Select of Scott Pruett in the number 32, the iconic number 32 Tide Ride for Taurus. Wow. And you guys can see right here, by just looking at this, we got ourselves a mirror base, rubber tires, detailed chassis, and maybe an opening hood. Oh shit, guys. Well, we might as well go ahead and start unboxing this bad boy, and let's actually crack open this son of a bitch, and let's take a closer look at this beautifully detailed Tide Ride car driven by Scott Pruett. And alrighty, guys, the Tide Ride is now out of its box, guys, and my god, it's a pretty iconic car, guys. But what's even more iconic is that we got ourselves, look at this, detailed 1/64 scale diecast, guys. Look at this. This is from Hot Wheels. I'm telling you guys, we slept so long on Hot Wheels for God knows how long. And looking back, some of the diecasts they created from the 2000s, holy Christ, man, they really. This is why I loved the competition that we had back in the 2000s. Because look at this, guys. You had, what Lionel is now, guys. You got guys like Winter Circles and Racing Champions. They were basically just. There were so many different markets that we had, and Hot Wheels decided, hey, there's so much competition, let's up this quality, guys. And if you guys look, these are actually individual pieces. They actually, I believe, the 124 Elites used to have. I don't think they have that anymore, especially with the modern ones. But look, guys, you can clearly see the springs. You can see just everything, the differential, the drive shaft, I mean, dude, everything, the exhaust, all the rails, I mean, this is just absolutely amazing that you got. I mean, you can see this is all a separate piece, it's not even actually part of the mold. I wish there would be a lot more love to this in the diecast market, but heck, that would probably be like a $30 or $50 car if we do that. So, but we got rubber tires that look nice and sleek. God damn, those Goodyear lows. And I know you guys probably wondering, what happened right here? Why is there like a random, there's like some really bad, decal peeling that's happening right here? Well, the only thing I have to criticize about Hot Wheels is that you see the hood does open up right here, but how they basically keep the hood closed, because it's pretty easy just to pop this out. You can see right here, it's pretty easy by just doing that. So I guess to keep it in this package, I guess there was a rubber band that actually was that I believe held it in place, but you can see right there, I guess the rubber band kind of held there since the day it was produced, and I unfortunately, when I removed it, it caused the decal to, I guess, to be with it, and it just smeared, so it looks pretty bad. So that's the only thing I gotta say, and watch out when you buy these Hot Wheels diecasts and you see that, just try not to touch that string, because you see right there, this thing looks like bloody murder, but it still looks really cool, guys. Look at all the tendencies. Of course, we don't have any beer or Winston cigarettes on this car, but the Tide Ride looks beautiful and gorgeous as ever. And I don't think the Ford Taurus has ever got enough love as it should, guys. I'm not the biggest Ford fan, but I gotta admit, the body style of the Ford Taurus, especially in these early years of 2000, definitely looks really nice. I mean, very spherical, I will say that. But getting on now to the hood. Look at this, guys. You can see it right there. It's mostly a blue engine because, blue oval. It's a Ford. But look at that. That is so cool. It's just one big block, but just really, really cool detail, guys. Probably not really as... It's basically ARC detail, if I had to guess. That's on a 1/64 scale. This is something I would just love to see return, but like I said, it's going to cost an arm and a leg. And even the window net looks really nice, guys. Look at this detailed interior, a detailed windshield, just beautiful, and a beautiful gradient. I mean, that nice bright Dayglow orange and 32 font. I mean, the Tide Ride has been so iconic for many drivers like DW and Darrell Waltrip and also Ricky Craven. But before that came, guys, we had ourselves Scott Pruett, his one and only full-time season in the Winston Cup Series. And holy shit, Scott Pruett may be an absolute legend in motorsports. All right. He was just like, you can consider him like one of the best, if not the king of freaking sports car racing. I mean, heck, this guy has just won it all in pretty much anything you could put him in. Even won, I think, like 2 races in IndyCar as well. Well, car at the time, but you know what I mean. But then you come to NASCAR, and this guy only managed to score 1 top 10, and ironically, it was at Indy. But with that, in the year 2000, this guy had an average finish of 24th. He had 11 DNFs. 11! Holy shit, out of a 34/36 race schedule. Holy shit, that is a lot. And he even missed the show 6 times. So if that wasn't going to tell you that Scott Pruett just was not made for stock car racing, I don't know what there is to tell you. I mean, he did made a few more starts. I think what was it? I think like the following year in 2001, he did I think drove like 2 different cars, but that was pretty much his time after that. Because did you guys know after that, Ricky Craven, who was well known in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, moved up to the Cup Series and took over this legendary ride, and of course got that legendary finish that we had at Darlington with Kurt Busch side by side. Good Lord, that thing is so iconic. Fun fact, I actually saw the special finish set of that car, actually, of those 2 cars at, the Daytona Flea Market, which during this year's 500. Probably could have got it, but heck, I'm like, I need to review this if I want to get that one first, because you guys know me, I am a big enthusiast of NASCAR diecast that have detail, and this one I had to get. I also do have a an Adam Petty one, and I thought that would be a great one to review as well, but again, it still has the same issues with that rubber band and the car and the decals smeared. So, but that one looks even just as bad. But if you guys really want me to review that, depending how this one turns out, I'd be more than happy to review it. But and you see right there, there's all the other sponsors. I didn't realize Craftsman, the Tide, and Downey, Kenmore, which I'm assuming they make appliances. I never realized it was a McDonald's logo right on the taillights. But look at that, guys. I just love the mold of this as well, guys. I feel like Hot Wheels just knows how to make good molds in terms of NASCAR diecast. But just, again, I can't get enough the amount of detail that you get on this, guys. Comparing to, ironically, this car, which I'm showing you guys, the Tide Ride from 2016. As you can see, guys, the orange is definitely a lot more brighter. I mean, as much as I love this Kenseth one, but just, come on, man. Compared to this, which is just a mold, and you see everything's molded out, here it's individual pieces. That is true craftsmanship at its finest, and I just wish we had a company out there. I mean, Hot Wheels, if you end up getting a license again, because Lionel's really getting on everyone's nerves, and I feel like if they keep feeding us crap, then eventually we're going to stop with this collecting stuff, or I'll just keep talking about them in every video. But yeah, guys, this, as you can see, rubber tires, plastic tires, everything that I almost said Ricky Craven. It should be a Craven car, because I kind of want to forget that Scott Pruett actually drove this car. Oh boy. But God, I'm just gonna say it. This car completely blows this one out of the water, and it's even out by a mile. A mile. So if you guys actually have the pleasure of actually finding a diecast of this detailed, or any more Hot Wheels Select diecast, I would not hesitate, guys, because you're getting yourselves a really good bargain for diecasts that were actually made to be looked at and not just played with. I mean, this is just absolutely amazing craftsmanship that sadly we will never see again, because how the market is nowadays, it's going to get expensive. But yeah, guys, that's all I got to say about this. Hope you guys enjoyed this diecast review, this classic diecast review, as I almost forgot to point that out in my intro, of the not Ricky Craven car. This is Scott Pruett's 2000 Tide Ride for Taurus. Comment, subscribe. This has been OBB, and yeah, I am now probably going to wash my eyes out with some Tide, because I kind of want to forget that Scott Pruett drove this car. But history is history, folks, and the Tide Ride lives on another day.